basing this on literally nothing, but I think you might be right. So this commenter is talking about Naresh Bhatt, who is on trial for the charge of concealing a dead body in relation to his missing wife, Mamta Kafle. Her body has not been found. She hasn't been seen since late July, and her husband was arrested a little under a month later. His trial in this is supposed to start December 9th, and yesterday in court, if you go back to the video that this comment is on, it was a weird one. So we were supposed to have a Franks hearing that had already been rescheduled because it was supposed to be almost a month ago, but they couldn't get the interpreter that day. So it got pushed to November 7th, but then the night before it got canceled. So they said they were still having a hearing, and what we had been hearing was that it was going to be a discovery hearing, which makes sense because like today we are a month away from trial. So I would have expected to hear something about discovery yesterday, but we didn't. What we did hear were a bunch of cryptic remarks from Naresh's attorney talking about an agreement that he had come to with the Commonwealth that was beneficial for his client. And then he said almost as kind of an afterthought, beneficial for them as well, meaning the Commonwealth. And that to me smells like it might be a plea deal. Now, I've long said that I didn't think that Naresh was going to take a plea on this charge, but I did expect him to take a plea on the homicide charge, which I'm sure is coming down the pike. And part of that reason is because I think my belief was that he thought he could beat this charge because it's concealing a dead body and there's no body, right? Plus, it's a Class 6 felony, so, you know, he's not facing a ton of time in prison over it. So if you're going to gamble on something, you know, to take to trial, to me, it makes sense that you would gamble on this lesser charge and not homicide. But, you know, I've always thought that if they got the conviction on this, they bring the homicide charges, that's when we'd see the plea deal on Naresh's side. But this whole hearing yesterday and like the nothingness of it being a month prior to the start of his trial makes me think that yeah, we might be getting a plea deal on this and on the homicide charges that I think are also coming. So I don't know. That's just my theory. I mean, clearly you think that's what's coming down the pike too. So what do you all think?